to my video showing you how to put a saree fall on a saree, I got a query almost straight away asking me how to make a saree longer. They found that the saree's too short to tuck in, and as a result, you know, it either falls out or they have to wear it a lot higher. So I'm going to show you this really easy quick tip on how to make it longer. You need saree fall, and this is one. I'm going to use pink, and the saree I'm going to show you on is white, and the reason for that is because I want you to be able to see the seams between the two. If I used a white one, a white fall with my white saree, you're not really going to be able to see it too well. You also need needle and thread and a lot of patience. Where the saree begins, put the fall on top and you stitch the two together. It's really simple. I'm just going to use a safety pin to just do a little area just so you can really see, and it's supposed to be a quick video, so I don't want to spend time doing this. I don't really need to do it. Being 4'11", all sarees are always going to be too big for me, so I don't have that problem. And even if I wore Gaga's heels, I don't think I'd have a problem. I'm that small. But when I dress other ladies up for occasions, you know, there are times when the saree is short. Another tip I forgot to mention before is before you start, what you want to do is wrap your saree around you once, and then again sort of about halfway, or at least where you want the design to fall. Sometimes you might start over here because of where your design falls at the bottom of your saree. So have a look at the saree that you're trying to lengthen, see how it falls in comparison to where all the designs are around it, and then kind of mark it with a pin or something just to show, well, this is the last bit that's going to get tucked into my tummy, and you only want your fall to be as long from the end to the point that you've marked off. You don't want to have extra material then that you haven't tucked in that then hangs out and shows through. So you will have to cut your fall in order to match, you know, exactly how much of the saree you're going to tuck around to the waist part only. I hope that makes sense to you. I feel like I'm not explaining myself properly today. So ignoring the safety pin and pretending that these are stitches, you basically put the two pieces of fabric together, and this fall is actually on the inside of the saree. And then when you have stitched the whole thing together, again, pretend the safety pin isn't there, but that will be an extension piece to your saree. So imagine the fall sewn around it. When you actually lift up, you're going to have immediately an extra maybe 3 inches, maybe more, depending on your fall, of extra material. Now all this is going to be covered up inside your stomach, and you're not going to see that at all because obviously it's going to go over your petticoat as well. So you've instantly added length to your saree. Sometimes, especially if you're a little bit big around the waist and the saree isn't quite a 6 metre, or you need more than a 6 metre saree, what my aunt used to do regularly is that she used to take another piece of material and attach it to the end of the saree. This is the bit that's inside. So she'd obviously get a white piece of plain cotton, it really doesn't matter. She'd then stitch that down the length of this, and when that would then get tucked around her body, and then the rest of the saree goes around. So obviously taking into mind the design, none of that bit should show. So that's just another way that she used to get around the saree to make it fit her. Obviously when you do that, you only need to do a little bit, maybe a 1/4 metre or something, just that little bit extra in order for it to wrap around and still be hidden before elements of the saree design become visible. But it's still something that you can do quite easily. A lot of you guys saw the video where my husband was shopping in Bangladesh for a saree for me. A lot of you asked me to tell you which saree he actually ended up buying. All the sarees that were out there were just way too heavy, and he's not into heavy designs at all, and I like things a lot simpler. His is a little bit more simpler than I would like, but certainly the ones he was looking at were just way too much. In terms of embroidery and also in terms of price, I had sent him out to buy me a red and white saree because I wanted to do like a Bengali tutorial, you know, the Davdra style tutorial. And so he went on a mission looking for a red and white saree and couldn't find it anywhere. So even though he looked at those pink, they weren't right. But the saree he ended up buying was really lightweight. He actually bought me 4. He bought me some katan sarees as well as some Manipuri sarees, which I don't know when I'm going to wear. But in the end, he ended up buying me this gorgeous saree, which is white with red flowers, and on these green stems with these black sequins or buttis, and it's one of the saris I wear. I have worn this a few times. I wouldn't choose a sari like this for myself, but I was really touched that my husband went out shopping for the very first sari for me, and I do value the things that he gets for me. He doesn't often shop for me, or we don't do presents for each other, and I was just really touched by it. Talking about the things that my men give me, my dad actually let me buy these when I was 18 years old. I saw these on QVC, and I remember him being in his room, and I said to him, you know, Dad, I really like these, I really want these, and I have to have them. And usually it would be like a straight no, and this time he just took his credit card out and paid for them, and I got the matching necklace as well, which I bought later. Like, it was 2 separate transactions, and I was so surprised that my dad just done it with no arguments, no nothing, and I look really weird. But he let me buy them, and I've cherished them all these years, because my dad's not one for presents. He wouldn't, you know, if we used to go out somewhere, he wouldn't say, yeah, you can go and get something, or even if we asked. There's 4 of us, and it was always the case of, you know, if one has something, all 4 have to have something, and so it just wasn't done, and we knew not better than to ask. But on this occasion, I was working. I think I was working, I can't remember now, but I just really liked them, and I saw them on QVC, and I thought they're really unusual and I have to have them. And he bought them for me, and I let my daughter wear them recently, and she must have fallen asleep in the car, and she always takes her earrings out. Like, she hates wearing jewellery, and then she just takes them out as soon as she can. But she must have had them in her lap, and then they fell out or onto the floor when she got out the car, and then they were in the car for 2 weeks, and I had no idea. They'd kind of fallen in under the you know, the floor carpet thing, and then my son saw a little bit of this poking out, and I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot I lent them to her, and she knew how important they were to me, and I told her to cherish them because my dad had given them to me. And they were safe, luckily. So I really do value the things that my men buy me. I'm just waiting for my son to buy something for me now. Yeah, just little things mean more than words can say. Anyway, I hope that tip was useful for you, and I guess see you guys soon. Bye.